chance of rain, 50%. Welcome back to the Weather Chat. Let's play Trauma Team. I'm your weatherman, redxparasite.
And I'm there 327 and not good at coming up with jokes.
So, since that is the case, we're going to look through all of this new testimony that we have.
What did you do?
Are you okay if I just skip past certain things? It'll help save time.
Okay.
I was just looking around for anything. And then we found that, Sam was leading the way. And,
I mean, people can read, right?
Yeah.
well, I saw the underwear.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he saw her personal effects, so.
The necklace was cracked, so
Alright, so he stole an earring.
I looked around for a while, but I only found one of them. And who's gonna buy one earring? I can't even sell it.
What a coward. I see. I
I like how
understand.
his logic was, I didn't take the necklace because it wasn't complete. But I took this set of earrings even though it wasn't complete.
I took this one earring.
Yeah. Well, I only said
But he
set of
hadn't
earrings to
seen
go
the
along with
clues
the
to hide
because
the
it
fact
wasn't
that he
complete
stole one of
line.
her earrings.
Yeah. I mean, you could still pawn off one earring.
This man deserves
Depending
a
on what it's
severe
made out of.
punishment. I should tell the little guy about it.
We should tell the little guy about it. Alright, so these are our parents. Thomas and Alice Cage.
If they have a kid named Nick.
I wasn't gonna go there, but
Someone had
I
to.
know you're doing your best to help, but I've always known that something like this would happen to her one day.
okay.
Yes, we expected it. That's why we didn't request a search or post a reward.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Sometimes a machine's just too broken to be repaired.
She's
Isn't that right?
not a machine.
What, this injury? I fell down while taking a walk. It's embarrassing. Getting old is misery. Anyway, we'd like to go home as soon as we can. My wife isn't in the best of
Wait,
health.
she has a health issue too?
I have a bad back, too. It hurts more and more the longer I sit here.
Huh.
Oh, that was just a listen to the recording.
Yeah, oh. And so is this one. So I guess we don't need to actually press on anything.
Yes. I'm all right.
Yeah.
I suppose that I'd been expecting this to happen one day.
They
My
both
daughter,
did.
She was a kind girl, but ever since she dropped out of high school, well, she lost most of her friends and was practically alone in the world. At some point, she started going out almost every night. Sometimes she didn't come home for an entire month. We thought that's
month?
what happened
Where was
this
she
time,
staying?
too. Oh, this? I slipped on the stairs. Yes. Yes, my husband and I are both getting rather old.
I mean, you're in your 50s.
It seems that the victim's relationship with her family wasn't going well.
Yeah. You know, to put it nicely.
Yeah.
Dropping out of high school, going out every night? Sounds like a typical delinquent.
That's not the best way to describe it, but I can't say she was well behaved.
Yeah. Did the parents' testimonies tell you anything else?
There's something that bothered me more than just what they said. What caught my attention about the father was...
It's a bruise.
I like how it's like, after listening to the testimony, what caught my attention was this mark on his face.
It
Yeah.
wasn't major, but there was some injury to his face. And in the mother's testimony, my attention was caught by...
Excellent reasoning.
Yes, she had some signs of severe bruising as well.
But they both said that they'd gotten hurt by falling down.
Huh. You're not paying attention. Take a closer
It's a
look at
strange
both of
place
them.
to get a bruise if you're just falling down.
They
Yeah.
both have multiple injuries, but each injury is in a different state of healing. This means that
Are always falling down.
The
They have
injuries-
accelerated healing factors.
Oops. Wasn't just a one-time thing.
Right. How many people do you know who fall down several times a week?
I see. You have a point there. Then why were these two...
I don't know yet, but they must have a reason for hiding the cause of their injuries.
Alright. I don't think there's anything else we can get from the reporter just yet, so... Alright, so he's looking into that.
Huh. Yes, these two facts do tell us something. It's more than that the person who had found the corpse stole something. There's one more important fact involved with this case, and that is...
Was totally styling.
Where is the missing earring?
Yes, only one of the victim's earrings was at the scene.
I mean, those aren't things that come out that easily.
Either it came
I
out
And
mean,
if they were on her...
admittedly, if all of the flesh on the skull has decomposed, I think that the earring would probably come out at some point in that process.
I mean, but it should have still been on her body when she died,
At least
right?
nearby, you would think.
So, I mean, it probably came... I mean, yeah, either it came off somewhere.
I mean, well, if they
wearing
found one of them, then what probably happened is that the body ended up somewhere and then decomposed, right?
I think it decomposed around where it was found.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying it wasn't like it was moving through the river for a long time, so
Yeah.
it would make more sense to say that it went missing at some point.
Alright, probably these two. No?
Screw you and your form of logic. You must use our form of logic.
Have we asked about this yet? No. Oh, I guess we did try to ask about it, but he said, "Why do you need to know about this?"
Because it's evidence? Like, do you really need any more reason?
Alright.
Should we double check that we're
let's
not
try
supposed to do
backing
anything
up.
else with the testimony?
Yeah, we can try.
Just make sure that none of them have anything else.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
I don't think there are any additional things we need to find, like, on the body.
What did,
Probably just we
oh,
have to combine something.
What happens if we just talk to him? Wasn't that the solution once?
Nope. Nope. I think we have to combine something.
Okay. Worth a shot.
Meh. I mean, we already asked about that.
Yeah.
Just like throwing caution to the wind. And
I feel like we have to do something that's not here because we're waiting for him to finish investigating something.
yeah.
Does it let us go to...
Their house?
I was gonna say where... Is
No.
it just the bridge?
Looks like we can only go to the bridge right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's nothing else to learn.
I mean, we
here.
can go back and look at the corpse, but I don't think we're going to find anything
Oh, yeah. I guess we could do that.
more there. Nope. It's worth a shot. I think there's something that we need to combine that we're just dumb and can't see right now. Yeah, it has to be something. Alright, let's look at all the cards and see.
Okay.
Bloodstains on the upper chest. The clothes weren't damaged. Food truck was in next. Oh, did we ask about this? No. Okay. I'm curious how that happened. I should analyze the
yeah.
corpse once more.
What? What?
Okay,
Are
well, there's
you
that.
kidding me?
Only one of the earrings was found. Where could it have been? Okay, let's back out and see if he has something for us now.
Oh my
Dr.
god.
We've identified the vehicle from the accident.
Well, that's good.
Good. That's rather quick. For you guys.
Hey, come on. We're a national government agency.
You know, there's a saying, good enough for government work.
We'll have the
There's a
recording from
reason.
the driver's interview later.
He pretty much admits to what we suspected had happened. So, case closed?
Not yet.
Easy.
This is a video game. You know it's never that simple.
What do you mean? I mean the culprits.
Note that the same applies for TV shows.
Will
Yeah.
solve this case?
Doesn't it?
A 23-year-old woman was walking alone in the mountains 8 kilometers from home. You think she was just walking the dog?
Okay, that does sound odd. So the investigation's
Dog got
not
quite a
over yet.
good amount of exercise.
Yes, it did.
Indeed. Go look into the parents' hospital records. From the size of those bruises, they would have needed to be treated at a hospital.
Got it. What will you be doing, Dr. Kimishima?
I'm going to investigate the
Nope.
victim's house.
Now we can
Keep
go
the
to the
parents in
victim's
custody
house.
until I'm done.
Right. I'll tell the ones in charge right now.
Oh, okay. So I think one of our cards was updated. Or not, maybe it's still working, but in any
I'm pretty
case...
sure we used to have one more card.
we don't
Because
have...
it was lined up differently than it was earlier.
Maybe. In any case, we can now go to the victim's house. So
Yeah.
we have some investigating to do. Now, do we have all of our tools at our disposal? Nope,
you
not
saw
yet.
that you brought them up at some point.
We do not have the one that is down, so...
These
Oh.
pieces of glass seem to have come from a mirror. Let's see.
From this mirror, probably?
Ah,
Yep.
the mirror on the dresser's been broken. I wonder what happened to it.
Should we check for luminol on the glass?
Oh, we got something.
Broken glass?
Also, I just said, should we
Luminol.
check
Yeah.
for luminol?
Oh, yeah,
No,
you
we-
check using
Yeah,
luminol.
you use
Something here
luminol
that
to
isn't
check
part of
for
the broken
blood.
mirror.
Aha!
This, it's the
Huh.
same earring that the man who had found the body had stolen. But what would this be doing here?
Well, obviously it came off here. It is made of mirror glass. It was probably swept up with
It's
it.
from the
Mirror
mirror
universe.
universe.
Wait, this game is crossover with Kirby in the Amazing Mirror?
Indeed. All the shattered glass was neatly placed in one area. That means that someone had cleaned up the glass shards. They must have swept
But
up the earring.
then
along-
apparently they
Hmm.
just
Was
stopped
the
halfway
earring
through
with the
actually
glass
cleaning up
pieces
the
when
glass
the mirror-
shards.
In any case, since it
Like,
reacted
well,
to
it's all in a
spread,
pile. I guess
they
I could
must
walk
be-
around the
I'll need to
pile
have the little
now.
guy analyze it and see.
Like, who
Alright.
stops at that point? Can you spray it on the remains of the mirror?
You mean like here?
Yeah.
Nothing there.
Yeah. I was thinking if, like, someone hit it to break it, there might be
It's an
blood on
ordinary
it.
package of breath mints. You can get them anywhere. Still. Just
Not
as I
breath
thought.
mints.
These aren't mints, you know. These markings seem to indicate that this medication was produced for a pharmacy. I might be able to ask the little guy to find out just what it is.
Nope, okay. The game won't let us find more things here right now. Gotta keep the right flow.
Yeah.
Dr. Kimishima, we've received the interview with the truck driver from the
It'd be
accident.
nice if games like this would let you sometimes skip a few steps if you demonstrated that you knew where it was going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How did
Well,
he seem?
it is
It
one
would
of
be difficult to do well, but I think that would be more fun to play
It
if they
is
could
one
do
of-
it properly.
It is one of the frustrations I have with the Phoenix Wright series sometimes
Yeah.
when I
It's easy to
know
sympathize with
how
it.
something
Sounds like a
happened,
case of wrong time,
but you don't
wrong
exactly
place.
have the right proof to prove it the way that you want to.
Yeah, or
And
more accurately,
sometimes
the way the
going
game
about-
wants you to.
Sometimes going about the way that the game wants you to involves some sort of convoluted thing that you might not have thought of, even though you know that something happened a certain way.
Right.
I see. All right, I'll check the recorder.
All right. Well, at the very least, we have that
Transfer it over to
testimony
you.
now.
I need to pay careful attention to his account of what happened before and after the accident. What Veronica was doing prior to being hit, and what the driver did afterwards. That's what I should be sure to listen for.
So we probably have. Yep, we have 2 topics. Charles Elkins.
That's an interesting looking guy. it looks like his face is starting to slowly melt diagonally off of his face. Like, he's just drooping, and I'm doing a visual gag for this. That's stupid. Why do I always do that?
What do you want? I didn't do anything. I don't know. A woman. That woman. It's not my fault. I was supposed to drive a shipment to a nearby town. Damn it, they forced me to do it. Why the hell would someone be sleeping in the middle of a mountain road and...
Nah. I feel like I always pick up on, like, the thing right before the game actually wants you to. Like, it's going to be the next statement.
Why the hell would someone be sleeping? It's not my fault.
Or maybe not the next statement, but...
I turned a corner, and she was lying on the bridge.
Like, he brought it up before,
Yeah.
right?
This seems a little odd. If this man was telling the truth, then the victim had already collapsed there from the start.
Hmm.
It doesn't seem like he was lying, but what in the world does this mean?
It's a good question. Alright, we have to listen to the other one. Or the other topic. So we can skip ahead to 8.
I turned a corner, and she was lying on the bridge. I slammed on the brakes, but I wasn't fast enough, and I ran her over. I got out of the truck to see, and she wasn't breathing. I panicked, and
He threw the victim's body over the bridge.
So is she already dead then?
That's my guess.
When she was on the bridge, most likely?
Yeah.
This means that the victim wasn't knocked off the bridge by being struck by a vehicle.
I mean, I kind of would have figured that if I'd put any thought into it, considering there were tire marks on the back of her legs. It'd be kind of difficult to get run over and simultaneously hit and thrown off the bridge.
Yep.
Like, those seem
Yes,
pretty
both
much
these facts
mutually
relate to the
exclusive.
victim.
Yeah.
If I were to sum up the driver's account prior to the accident, the victim was
Lying on the road.
running in the road. Standing on the edge, crying.
right. The victim had already been collapsed on the road. And after he ran her over, the driver...
Excellent reasoning. You remembered something that you
he
just
threw the
heard.
victim over the bridge. Little guy, what's the FBI's opinion about this?
He's already admitted to killing her. Why would he lie about that?
Indeed. His account coincides with the evidence I had found as well.
Huh? What evidence?
Well, if she had been standing when she was hit by the truck, the fractures to her bones would have indicated a strong impact from one certain direction. In this case, nothing of that sort was observed.
I see. What about the shattered skull then?
The skull fractures are consistent with a strong impact to the top of the head. It would be unnatural for it to have been due to a car accident.
Could have been from
Probably
the
when
fall.
her body was slung over the
Yeah.
Considering what happened to
Side
the
of the
victim,
bridge.
it can be deduced that something else caused that fracture.
I'd
That
have landed
is-
on a rock or something.
Yes. If she was unconscious when she fell from the bridge, the fracture due to an impact to the top of the skull is understandable.
I see. You're right, that does make more sense.
Yes. However, that raises questions about the victim herself. Why in the world was this woman so far from home? And why would she be lying in the middle of a bridge in the mountains at that time of night?
That's a valid point. I guess there are still some mysteries left unsolved here.
Indeed. We'll have to continue investigating. In
Oh
more
man, I
detail.
thought it was over.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, we were able to look into the parents' injuries.
Good job. What did you find?
Yes, there were records that the parents had been going to a hospital, like you said.
Had been
Let's
going
see,
to a hospital.
It looks like they'd started being frequent visitors to the hospital
But-
2 months ago.
How many times is frequent?
So that would have been a month before the incident.
Oh,
Yeah.
we didn't check every detail, but it was several times, ending about a month ago.
That's right around when the
The
incident
hospital
was.
staff seemed worried
Yeah.
since many of the injuries seemed to be signs of abuse.
Did they tell the doctors who had been physically assaulting them?
No, they didn't. However, some of their injuries were quite severe. The mother seemed to have suffered some visual impediments due to a wound on her eye.
I see. Further investigation is required to determine who had been abusing them.
Alright. So, there we go. Wait, what? We have to get him to look into it first.
Hey, little guy, I need you to analyze something.
This thing's an Aaron, right? Goes
Yes.
with this other one. I don't know why I got this accent to talk like this.
I don't either.
It just kind of seemed right at the time, and it, looking back, made no sense.
Sure, send it over to me.
No, it didn't.
I see.
All right then.
There's blood on it. The DNA matches the victim as well.
Hardly surprising.
Also, this metal fitting seems warped. Could it be worn out from use?
Either that or was torn off.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem to be the case. Look again at the bloodstain.
The bloodstain?
It's not on the ornament. It's on the needle part that goes through the ear. If there's blood there that matches the victim, then the earring was...
It was
Yeah.
hit by a vehicle. Veronica
This-
stabbed herself.
Wait, did it say, if the blood on it was hers, then this shows that it was not her blood.
Yes.
That was one of the choices.
If that's the case, the damage to the fitting makes sense.
Bell pepper.
But what could happen that would cause an earring to be torn off?
I don't know yet.
Good times.
Still, there must be some connection to everything else here.
Gee, I wonder what that connection is. Maybe the other earring that we found?
True. Both of these facts relate to the earrings. The victim was discovered with only one of these earrings, and the other one was discovered in her room with her blood on it. Normally, if someone had an earring torn off to the point that it caused bleeding, they would have to realize that something was wrong. Still, the victim was on a bridge 8 kilometers away from her home. What this shows is that
The bridge.
I guess either force or left it on purpose.
She did it all the time.
that's right. She didn't leave this room by her own will. She was probably
I mean, it would
forced
explain
out
the
here by
fact that there was
someone
clearly a
else.
struggle.
That
Yeah.
would explain how one of the earrings was left in the room. But why would whoever abducted her leave her on a bridge 8 kilometers away? I feel like there's a lot of truth that remains to be uncovered.
Well, let's get to it.
Dr. Kimishima, the results of the analysis on the corpse have come back.
Or we could do that first.
Good. Did they find anything new?
It looks that way. The report indicates that the fractures to the femurs and skull, they were all posthumous injuries.
So these wounds were inflicted at...
So she was already dead by the time she was lying on the bridge.
Yes, that's what the report
So,
says.
the truck driver was guilty of accidentally running over a corpse and throwing
Yeah.
it away to throw away guilt that he did not have.
Well, I mean, he probably didn't know that she was dead before he
Right,
hit her.
that's what I'm saying. Like you feel bad for the guy because I mean, he was clearly pretty fucking upset about the whole situation,
I mean,
and in reality,
yeah.
nothing happened.
Well, it wasn't his fault, but
That's what I mean. It's a shitty situation
skull
for
was
him.
shattered when her body was
Like
dropped
no matter
to the
how you
bridge.
look at it.
We've confirmed that both those injuries occurred after death. From those facts, it's clear that when the victim was on the bridge,
and we already talked about it, so.
Yeah. I like how after them talking about how, oh my god, the injuries were after she was
Yes.
dead, one of the things
even
is
if she had
very
been
much
around without
alive.
the truck,
Yes, she was
already dead.
very.
I am not
much
paying any
alive.
attention.
That means that the driver was telling the truth in his interrogation.
Then does that mean that she was kidnapped from her room, murdered, and then had her corpse dumped on that bridge?
I don't know that just yet. We'll need to investigate a little more.
All right. There's definitely okay. So we don't have a ton of cards left.
What does parents' hospital records and the pills get you? Does that get anything?
Oh,
Because, I mean, they're both medically...
Oh.
Oh, it said we should have
Hey,
them
little guy.
analyzed.
I need you to analyze this.
there's so many other things happen that
Yeah.
sometimes you forget.
Yes, of course. Did you find it in the victim's room?
That's right. It looks like it's prescribed medication. But what is it?
Who knows? It's definitely no common over-the-counter.
You should be able to find out.
I'd suspect that this would have to be prescribed by a doctor before someone can buy it.
That's what we thought too.
I mean, they've got... the pills all have little codes on them. I would think you could probably just Google one of those codes and it'd be like, this is...
I see. That makes
I don't
sense.
think
know.
it's that
This could mean
easy,
that the
but
victim had attended a hospital.
you can definitely find out what kind of medication it is.
Yeah.
Was the victim suffering from some kind of injury or disease? If our analysis continues, we may find something out.
I mean, isn't that the goal of
Yes.
analysis? For it to continue so that you can find something out?
All right, nothing yet. We're definitely gonna have to go back to the victim's room, I think.
What happens if you try to look at the fractured finger now? Because he's been saying, why do you want me to look at it now? Yeah.
I need this bone analyzed.
We have reached the point in the story where we're allowed to look into this.
Oh, sure. What do you mean by in detail, though?
Was it before or after
I
death?
just need to know if this fracture occurred before or after death.
Yeah.
This must have happened while she was still alive. Take a look at this area here. You can see where it started healing.
Great. I thought as much. All right, thank you. There's no knowing yet if
okay.
this has anything to do with this case, but I do know now that this fracture occurred while she was still alive.
Okay. No. I think let's try backing out. Nope. Still something then.
See, there was no new testimony, right?
I don't believe so. Yeah. Well, I don't know. We don't have a lot of stuff left. Did we seriously have to give it to him twice?
Why did you stop investigating if there was more information to get?
Oh, by the way, Dr. Kimishima, about that prescription. Yes, we found which hospital the victim had been going to and requested her charts. It says Veronica had been to the hospital a month prior to her death.
That's right when
They
her
started-
parents started
Yeah.
going.
Her symptoms were migraines, visual and auditory hallucinations, mood swings, and aggression.
Sounds pretty serious.
It also says she was vomiting blood and had convulsions, along with hemoptysis.
Well, like explains the blood on her shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Convulsions? Vomiting blood?
I like how they
Yes,
translate that
that's
too.
what it says.
This is what it means in
doctors
normal
urged her to
people
have more
terms instead of
detailed
doctor
examinations.
terms.
But it seems that she had no intention of listening to them. In the end, she left the hospital and whatever disease she had went unconfirmed.
If only her doctor had forced her to be hospitalized.
Could potentially be her cause of death then.
That's just how things are these days. People don't really get concerned about strangers.
Let's continue with the investigation. Sorry for being emotional just now. In any case, we don't know what disease she had. Judging from her symptoms, it was something severe.
I agree. If we find anything out, I'll be sure to let you know immediately.
You do that. It may give us another hint in solving this case.
Dead.
Yep.
Just think it's funny
definitely still dead.
whenever one of the cars just changes to that silhouette with dead.
Yeah. Okay, so hospital record goes with the blood. Oh, come on, it totally does.
Yes, we can put these two facts together. According to the chart from the hospital, the victim's condition caused her to vomit blood. If she had continued to vomit blood after her hospital visit, that would explain the bloodstains on her clothing. Yes. Thus, these bloodstains were caused by the blood that she had vomited.
All right. Oh, we're down to a single page again.
Oh, nice.
We can deduce the victim's physical state from this information. First, the pathological changes. There's no knowing what disease she had. However, if this discoloration of the bones shows the existence of a focus, it's safe to assume that whatever disease she was suffering from was in an advanced state. The massive bloodstains on her clothes came from her vomiting blood. There aren't many conditions that cause that much hemorrhaging. From these 2 points alone, I conclude that she was already in terminal condition. Even if she hadn't been killed, she was already on the brink of death.
I see. I feel sorry for her. But if that's the case, then why?
Why was she kidnapped? I still have my doubts about that, actually. Did the murderer kidnap her? Or did that even happen?
What do you mean?
Whatever the case, she was definitely taken from her home before she died. The question now is what happened between the time she was taken until the car accident.
Right, I follow you.
Once we know that, we should finally be able to see the real truth behind this case. Little guy, I'm going to check the victim's room one more time.
I thought you might want to, so I
Oh,
have a new tool.
we're
ready
finally
for
in
you.
the last tool.
Someone's prepared. And what kind of present do you have for me?
It's not the most appropriate gift for a lady, but it's aluminum powder for finding fingerprints. There are some useful additions to the mixture.
Ah,
So now we can dust for prints.
I'm glad you like it. Spread the powder anywhere that looks suspicious and shine your investigation light on it.
and that'll make any fingerprints stand out? All right, I'll give it a try.
Now, lifting fingerprints isn't quite that easy,
Good
but
luck.
alright. So, we're going to go back to the room in the next episode. Because we're already at time. So.
Oh, all right.
So thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Trauma Team. I've been redxparasite,
I've been Air 327.
signing out.